Welcome back to Escapement and Watch. Falling Titan here. Today we have a beauty. Now thank you, as usual, to Kavar Jewelers for lending this beautiful watch into the channel. And if you want to buy this watch, email me in the description below and I'll give you a discount code. Introducing the Hamilton Intra-Matic. Look at this. I was going to say chronograph because we're used to the chronograph, and this is based on that beautiful panda that I reviewed earlier. Same stunning case shape, but without the subdials, without the pusher at 2, without the pusher at 4. So non-chronograph version of that beautiful panda. And I'm a fan of it because this case is beautiful. It has contemporary vibes and a splash of vintage 50s Hamilton swagger going on. Look at those beautiful sharp angular lugs, the way they hug the mid case, hugging that underbelly. Unbelievable. They look amazing. I'm such a fan of this beautiful case. But then when you look on the lugs head on, they kind of disappear, because this case is completely high polished. No brushing to be found. So 100% a dress watch, but it can also be worn dress casual. A nice shirt, no tie. But look at this. This is black and white. You can wear this with a tuxedo and it will hold its own 100%. It's going to look classy. It's going to look contemporary. It's going to look elegant. This thing does it all, and I'm such a fan of this beautiful watch. Now let's check out the movement. We have the Hamilton H10, so the entry level ETA, modified 80 hours, power reserve, 25 joules, hack hand wind, automatic, 21.6 VPH, and there you go. I wish they upgraded it to the 2892 as the basis, and you know me, I'm just picky. I'm not a fan of those reverser gears and the winding. This one's a little bit smoother than the base ETA, but it's still there. I'm still fighting those gears. And a little bit worried because I had a couple issues with them in the past. Now let's check out the measurements. This one, 40 millimeters, so exactly like the chronograph that I did earlier, the beautiful panda. Thickness, 11.1, and a lug to lug of 46.5. So a very short lug to lug. This watch is gonna definitely wear smaller than its size indicates. It has 2 magic tricks up its sleeve. Those lugs that are short, maybe 3, and the lugs that are high polished and thin, so they disappear. And then the final trick is that dial with that black chapter ring. The white is smaller, it gives it a visual smaller look. I put this on and looked at my arm in the mirror from a distance, and it looked exactly how my SARB 035 used to look. Not design wise, but size wise on my wrist. So this is a 40 that wears like a 38. Yup, can you believe it? Now, the bracelet. I wish this came with a bracelet, but this leather is so soft. Hamilton never disappoints with the leather. 20 mil calf skin, genuine, very soft. A little bit of padding here, ends right there. So gonna need some time to break in, but very short because it's so high quality. Let's check out the case back. You got those H's in a circle, descending downwards, smaller and smaller. That's a cool effect, almost like a 3D image. Now this watch has a beautiful double dome sapphire crystal with AR on the inside, no distortion, and it sticks out just a little bit from that bezel, giving it a nice effect. Very, very nice. I'm a fan of the sapphire crystal on this one. A little bit hard to film, but that's my problem, not yours. So let's check out the dial and hands. That beautiful, clean, Hamilton is calling it beige. I'm calling it cream. It's so nice. I love it. Reminds me Reminds me a little bit of Longines and the sector dial almost, that color. I believe in the middle of the sector. Yep, very nice. We got the vintage Hamilton H on the dial. It's also on the crown. Love the vintage H. Then the word Hamilton, automatic, and then Intra-Matic at 6, and the date window at 6, which I'm a huge fan of because it's so symmetrical. It's just the best way to do it. I think every company should just start putting dates at 6. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Now, those indices are faceted once down the middle, so divided in half. All right, so they play with the light. Not anything too crazy. No crazy angles there. We got a double baton at 12, loom pips around the back, double at 12. And these are pencil style hands, but they're thick pencils and they do have loom. Now that chapter ring there's 2 chapter rings basically. We got the black one, and then we have some marks on the inside of the white part of the dial. So almost like 2 chapter rings touching or working together. And that second hand crosses that line from white to black and just touches those white hash marks on that black chapter ring. So a nice attention to detail from Hamilton. Okay, so the price on this one is $995, and it's an amazing price point to be at. Under $1,000 and you're getting a high quality watch, Swiss made, from a beautiful brand like Hamilton. Now, of course, if you do need a discount code, again, email me in the description. Let's compare these two 40 mils. Look at that. Which one looks bigger? Which one looks smaller to you? They both have ultra short lug to lugs at 46.5. So they're gonna be almost exactly the same. And yeah, that's what it looks like I'm seeing. What do you guys think? Definitely a little bit more bulbous and thicker looking on the Dress KX. Interesting. So that's a 40 and 40. Now let's check out another 40 just to get the point across. I'm wearing my Stoa, and it's a 40. Now let's check it out with the Hamilton. Look at that. You can see which one wears bigger or looks bigger. Man, damn, these watches look amazing next to each other. Hopefully you guys can see that. Man. So definitely the Stoa wears a little bit bigger with those long lugs and that all dial look. That black chapter ring shrinking the Hamilton, those disappearing lugs shrinking the Hamilton. So maybe that helped bring the point across better than on the Dress KX. Let's do a wrist shot. Here it is on my 6.5 inch wrist. Wears perfectly and it looks beautiful. God, this thing is gorgeous. Look at that. The strap is a little bit stiff up here where they put the padding, but that's gonna break in and then it'll sit even better. But so far, because of that downturn on the lugs, it's sitting great. Even with the non-broken in strap. Very comfortable. Yep, this watch is fantastic. We're gonna check out the weight. Oh, and guys, I think I forgot to mention, it has a signed pin and buckle Hamilton. What? Sorry guys, 300. I was like, wait a minute. All right, that's better. 71 grams. There we go. Makes sense. Ultra lightweight and comfortable on the wrist. Let's begin. Okay, so we have 0.2 milliseconds in beat error plus 6 seconds a day, 286 amplitude, and now, plus 16. Okay, let's give it some time to get its bearings. It is a new movement. We got a little bit of snowflakes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But there is no beat error, that's a good thing, and a strong amplitude at 282. You can hear that low beat at 21.6. And now, so we had 6, 16, 8, 7, and now It might have settled. Yep, 7. Okay, so now we're going to 6. It's cleaning up. Less snowflakes now, all of a sudden. So maybe the movement was just breaking in. It's still gonna need a month to break in. I think people are generally happy if it's under 10 seconds a day. Now, this is not COSC certified. COSC is what? +6 -4 a day? So we are close to COSC, but we are not there. Definitely a strong movement, 284 amplitude, and no beat error, and a decent rate. So +6, +7, +8, +8, and now it looks like we're gonna hit +9. Yep, +9. And the final one, that's what we're gonna call this movement. Oh, it went down, +7. All right, so not quite COSC, but pretty decent. So there is the loom. You can see the pip at 12, it is thicker, so you get your orientation. Not the strongest loom I've seen. It's kind of weak, which Hamiltons usually are, but it's decent. Like, you can see maybe the time if you must at a ballroom situation, but definitely not the strongest loom. Compare with the Stova. Under the studio lights, the same amount of time. So, oh, the camera lost it. There, picked it back up. Oh, never mind. So not the strongest loom, but I wasn't expecting it. Here it is under some half lighting. Look at that beauty. Such a nice creamy dial. I love it. Beige, cream, whatever you want to call it. This watch is a stunner, and it's definitely one to consider. I think there's great value in Hamiltons. You get a lot of style. You get a lot of history. You get a Swiss-made quality product, and I'm a fan of Hamilton. If you guys have been watching this channel, you know I love hammies. And yeah, I call them hammies. So definitely love this one for me because I'm ultra picky. Of course, you know, I would need the bracelet, sharp-edged one that matched this beautiful lugs, and I need the upgraded movement because I love the 2892 smoothness, and I feel like it's more reliable, which is important to me. But yeah. Oh, guys, the most important thing I forgot to mention: 50 meters of water resist. Not bad for a dress watch. Usually they have 30, so a little bit of a bonus. So this one, 50, more peace of mind, and I'm a fan of that. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.